Hey Maximizers, and welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I am a content coach. I help product-based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales for them. I help them create organic content so they do not have to hire influencers or pay for ads to make sales consistently in their business. I started my business back in 2018. I started with my YouTube channel, and I started teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, and how to save money strategically. I had been couponing since 2018. I couponed my whole entire adult life, and people kept asking me, teach me, teach me, teach me. So I started that YouTube channel on a whim. 2 years later in 2020, my audience started asking me, hey, Crystal, teach us how to make more money. Teach us how to start YouTube channels. So I started coaching them on how to start a side hustle, and I inadvertently became a business coach. My coach at the time hired me to coach her people, and I was like, you want me to coach your people? I completely fell in love with business coaching. I did it for 3 years, kind of behind the scenes. It was never my main thing, but it was a thing. And then in 2023, I was like, you know what? I want to be a business coach. Nothing bad happens when women make more money. Do you see my shirt? Nothing bad happens when women make more money. So I said, when you have more money, you have more opportunities. You have more opportunities, you have more access, okay? And you have the ability to do more of what you want because you have more money. Having more money solves 95% of your problems. I don't care what no one says. If you have more money, you will solve 95% of your problems, okay? And that inadvertently could make you a lot happier because a lot of your problems would be solved and you would not be stressing about money. So I decided that I wanted to help women make more money. And then in 2024, this year, I decided I needed to niche down because business coaching was so broad. I can absolutely help you from A to Z, but I was like, what is my specialty? What is the thing that I do really, really well? And it's content. Okay. I have been creating content since 2018. I have posted close to 2,000 YouTube videos across 2 YouTube channels. So I'm building a second YouTube channel right now. It's called Build a Business with Chris. Build a Business with KRYS. If you are not subscribed to it, go now subscribe. There's a link in my bio. You can go subscribe. I post content all around how to start and grow your business on social media. Okay, so I posted close to 2,000 YouTube videos, and I've gone live close to 1,000 times. Between free lives and paid lives in my memberships in the past, I have gone live close to 1,000 times. So what does that tell you? I am a content machine, and most of the content that I have posted is on YouTube. YouTube is long form. Most of my videos are 10 minutes or longer, and YouTube takes a lot more effort than it does to make a reel or a TikTok. I mean, that's just what it is because of the way YouTube is. So there's one thing I do really well is content. From all of that content that I have created, I've made close to $400,000 online. So I've done that through brand deals. I've done that through selling my coaching, one-on-one group coaching, workshops, boot camps, masterclasses. I sold one course. I sold t-shirts once upon a time too. But I was able to make close to $400,000 all from my content. The brand deals that I got, all the brands reach out to me. I've never reached out to a brand and say, hey, let's do a collaboration. The brand has always said, I seen your YouTube video. I seen your Instagram live. I seen your Instagram reel. And they're like, hey, I want to work with you. I seen your TikTok. I would like to work with you, right? So my content directly yielded me close to $400,000. I've spent $500 in this whole 6 years on ads, and those ads did not give me a direct return on investment. So organic content, unsponsored content has yielded me close to $400,000. So that is why I decided, hey, I need to be a content coach because I can show you what I did in order to get to where I am today. And it all came from content. Okay. So I would like to know who's here. Who is here watching? Because tonight, oh, where's my notes? Tonight, I want to talk about how to show up authentically on social media. This is especially important if you are an influencer, if you are someone who is a business owner and you're selling your own products or services, or you're doing affiliates. If you're doing TikTok Shop, Amazon affiliates, Like to Know It affiliates, all the affiliates, you need to be showing up authentically on social media. You cannot fake the funk. You can only fake the funk, but for so long. And the more authentic you are, the more you're actually going to make, the more you're actually going to connect with your audience, the more people are going to want to buy from you. So I would love to know who's here. I'm going to shut up for a second. Who is here? Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and what is your main social media platform? If you can't post anywhere and you only can post one place, what is your main social media platform that you post on? Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country, and then what is your main social media platform? And don't be shy. I respond to every comment, and I actually like to know who is here in the room with me. So let me know where you're watching from and what's your main social media platform. So I'm currently in Orlando, Florida, and my main social media platform is YouTube. So YouTube is my main platform. And then my secondary platform is TikTok and Instagram. So I only create content for YouTube, and then I go live everywhere. So right now I'm live on all of my platforms at once because I am a maximizer and I'm maximizing my reach. Danielle was here from Florida. Thank you, Danielle, so much for joining. What's your favorite or your main social media platform? Shawana is here. Shawana, so crafty. Love that. You're from Ohio and you are using TikTok as your main social media platform. Love that. Love that. Thank y'all so much for the likes. I appreciate the likes really help. So if you can drop a like on TikTok, I would appreciate that. Danielle, my main platform is TikTok. I also do YouTube. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for joining. So yes, let me know in the comments where you're watching from and what your main social media platform is. YouTube is Bay for me. YouTube is where I started. YouTube is where I built my audience. YouTube is where I made my first money on social media. Once I got that first YouTube check, my first YouTube check was $342. I started my YouTube channel in August. I got my first YouTube check in January. I got monetized very quickly. And once I saw that I could get paid to talk about something that I love to do on the internet, it completely changed the trajectory of my life. Starting that YouTube channel single-handedly changed my life. Now I'm a full-time business owner and in charge of my time full-time, and I don't have to go to a 9-to-5. I don't have to answer to anyone. I literally get to wake up and do whatever the hell I want every single day. Like, I didn't get out of the bed and start working until damn near 1 o'clock today because your girl was tired. But starting that YouTube channel changed my life. Creating the content completely changed my life. I've had so many opportunities and I've done so many things all because of YouTube. YouTube is harder to break through. I would say yes and no. It really just depends on what your focus is. So because my focus is to be a business owner and to sell my own products or service, I'm not that hard up over vanity metrics. The only thing I want from my YouTube channels is I do want them to be monetized, because if people are going to watch my content and YouTube pays for that, I want to be at the threshold where YouTube is giving me a check. Like my couponing YouTube channel, I haven't posted real content over there in a year outside of my lives, and I'm still making a few $100s every single month just from people watching my old videos, right? So YouTube takes a lot more time, but it does give you a higher return on your investment if you are selling your own products or services. So I make money. I had like 600 subscribers on that YouTube channel, but people have bought my coaching services from that. Does that make sense? So even though my audience is small on my business YouTube channel, I still make money from it because people buy. So yes, I think every platform is hard in a different way. You basically just have to pick your hard. For me, YouTube gives me a better return on investment. So when I made the pivot from being the coupon girl to being the content girl, I decided that I wanted to start a new YouTube channel. So last year I started a new YouTube channel, and that one didn't get as monetized as quickly as my couponing one. I don't post over there as much. The content isn't as popular as couponing content is, but I know that it's a long game. So my goal is to reach my 1,000 subscribers by my birthday. My birthday is in February, and right now we are at 677. So tonight I'm looking for 3 people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are a business owner and you use social media to grow your business, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. It's Build a Business with KRYS. If you're on TikTok, you can fill out this form and it'll give you the direct link to my YouTube channel. and you'll be on my email list to stay in the know of all the things that I'm going to be doing. If you are on YouTube, the link is in the description box. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. And then same thing for Instagram, the link in my bio. You can click on YouTube and subscribe there. But you want to make sure that you are also on my email list, because you do not want to miss being able to connect with me outside of the platforms. You know what I mean? So make sure you're there. And I really am looking to get 3 more subscribers to my YouTube channel before I end this live tonight, because you got to grow. And there's a lot of people who watch me on TikTok that do not watch my YouTube content. But I have close to 200 videos on that YouTube channel. So there's so much content for you to dig into if you are a business owner. Okay. Danielle says, yes. You really got to think about what your end game is, right? Like if you want to be an influencer, what area do you want to influence? And is YouTube the best option for that, right? If you're selling a product or service, you got to think about the long game of YouTube. YouTube isn't going to give you a super quick win like TikTok will, right? TikTok is a completely different beast. Like I've been growing that my couponing YouTube channel since 2018. I have more followers on TikTok than I do on that channel. It's catching up. But I grew a lot faster on TikTok than I did on YouTube. But I'm fine with that because it's a long game. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And my long-term goal is to just sell my coaching services. And I don't need 1,000 people to buy my coaching services every single month, right? I need around 100. If I serve 100 clients, I'll be making multiple 6 figures. If I serve 100 clients, I'll make multiple 6 figures and your girl will be fine. Like that's nothing. So if I only get 300,000 views on my YouTube channel, I really only need 100 clients. You know what I mean? So when you just really have to look at like, what is your end game for YouTube? Make sense? And be okay that it is a journey. It's not it's not going to be fast. Okay, we're talking about how to show up authentically on social media, and I'm going to get into those tips right now. Danielle says, I'll subscribe. Yay, thank you. K Gate says human resources. You want to know a funny story? My master's is in HR, and I was a sales recruiter for a timeshare company. That was a job that I actually got fired from. That was the job I had when I started my business. I started off as an HR intern. Then I went to an HR coordinator. Then I was promoted to a recruiter, and I was a recruiter for about 4.5 years. Then I got fired from that job, and now I do what I do. So I'm very familiar with HR. Yay, Danielle. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay, so tonight's topic is how to show up authentically on social media. So first things first, okay? You decide. Thank you so much for subscribing to Build a Business with Chris. I'm super excited to have you. Yeah, so please, 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 if you are watching, I'm looking for 1 more subscriber tonight. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to Build a Business with Chris, not Chris the Maximizer. That's the couponing channel. So Build a Business with KRYS. Okay. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate y'all subscribing. Okay. So first things first, people only see or know about you based on what you share. So people can only see the version of you that you share online. Okay. So you have to, number 1, always be yourself. Now, when I say that with a caveat, because people are going to say, well, I don't want to tell all of my business. I don't want to share all of my life. And you don't have to. When I'm saying be authentic, I'm saying being true to yourself. Okay. So just remember, people online only see and know what you share with them. Make sense? But you want to show up in the most authentic form of yourself possible. People can smell the fakeness from a mile away. People will know if you are being fake, if you are being phony, and if you are being lying. If you lie, that's where people get exposed. So the best thing for you to do, especially as a business owner, as an influencer, is to be yourself authentically. Okay, let me just dig into the tips and then I'll rant a little bit. If you have any questions about using social media, growing on social media, creating content for social media, just let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so my first things first, I need you to decide who you are as a business owner. Okay, what do you mean, Crystal? I had to decide, what is my mindset as a business owner outside of social media? What do I believe in? What do I stand for? How do I want to serve my audience? How do I want to show up? How do I want to be portrayed? When I first started, I thought that I wanted to be um I thought that I wanted to be like a money savings expert. And I thought that I wanted to be on the Mount Rushmore with like Tiffany Aliche and Susie Orman and that old guy who has really outdated budgeting tactics. I thought I wanted to be that. So I showed up as that. But then things changed and I had an identity crisis within myself of like, yeah, this is great work. Yeah, this is how I started. I'll get to your question in just a second. This is how I started, but this is not what I want to do anymore. Right. So I had to make a conscious shift from what I was doing to what I wanted to do because I was deciding who I was as a business owner. So independent of social media, you've got to have that talk with yourself of like, who do you want to be and what do you want to be known for? I wanted to be known as the couponing girl that gave strategic money saving tips, the couponing girl that answered all of your questions. And then I went through a journey with my clients. I went through a journey with my audience. I went through a journey with myself. And I was like, I love this thing. I still coupon to this day. The millionaire version of me coupons. I will never not use a coupon. I will never not use a discount. I will never not use a promo. Okay. But I don't want to teach that on social media. I don't want to be that business owner anymore. I decided to make a pivot. And believe it or not, a lot of businesses make pivots. When Amazon started, Jeff and them, they only sold textbooks, college textbooks. When Apple started, it really went by Mac. It wasn't until later that they were just like Apple. Okay. They only sold those big ass desktop computers. And that's all they did. And then they evolved and they pivoted. Okay. And they made new things. A lot of people, a lot of business owners start with one thing, they experience some stuff, and then they change. I'm saying all that to say, you got to decide what type of business owner you are right now and today, and how you want to show up. And if and when that changes, your audience will change with you. So I started a new YouTube channel, but on my TikTok and my Instagram, I was like, I'm not starting a new TikTok. I'm not starting a new Instagram. I'm just going to start sharing business content. Everybody who doesn't like business content, unfollow me. My email list, I didn't start a brand new email list from scratch. I told them I'm not going to be sharing couponing stuff anymore. I'm sharing business stuff. If you don't want the business stuff, unsubscribe. Okay. Your audience will either go with you or they'll bid you adieu, which is totally fine because people change. I am not the same Crystal I was in 2018. I'm not the same Crystal I was in 2023. And I'm not even the same Crystal that was at January of 2024. I have changed and I have evolved. So when it comes to showing up on social media as yourself, do you know who you are? Hey, Belinda, I'm doing well. How are you today? Do you know who you are as a business owner? So today, I know that I am strongly a content coach. I know that I love this so deeply. I know that I love helping women make money from their content. I know that I love helping women create engaging content that people actually want to watch, content that really makes people buy without you having to say, buy my lip gloss. So that's my first tip. Decide who you are as a business owner. And number two, how do you want to show up? What version of you do you want to share with the world in the most authentic way possible? Okay. All right. Let me see this. Danielle says, how long did it take you to grow on TikTok? So I started posting on TikTok in 2020. And I want to say it was 2022 when I had that video and I got like 10,000 subscribers in a month. That's what made me grow the fastest. But I would say it was over the course of 2 years that I went from 0 to 50K. And then I've been at this 50K since the beginning of 2023, I want to say. So for the past 2 years, I've been at 50K. But because I changed my niche, I went up to 51K. And it's like I lost subscribers and then I gained subscribers. But it's basically I'm at a stagnant growth for the past year, right? People have come and gone, come and gone, come and gone. So to get to the 50K, it took me about 2 years. But at that point, I was posting pretty much every single day. I was responding to comments. I was engaging. Today, right now, I don't post on TikTok. I do lives And then I do live replays, which I haven't posted one of those in probably like 2 weeks. Like I need to do some, but it's not a high priority for me because YouTube is my main platform and going live is my main way to connect with my audience. Okay. So that is how I personally grew on TikTok. But people's TikTok growths vary. The only thing I will say to you, and I have lives on this that you can watch on my YouTube channel, the replays, and I have videos on it. Consistency is going to yield growth for you. Consistency is going to yield growth. So you have to decide at what level do you want to show up. And for TikTok, you want to post 3 to 5 videos per week. Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you so much for those gifts. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for those gifts. You want to show up and post 3 to 5 videos per week. Okay? 3 to 5 videos per week is what you want to be posting on TikTok to engage with your audience. Okay? This form I put here is for you to join my email list and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm looking for 2 more people to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, Build a Business with KRYS. There's close to 200 videos on there, and all of my live replays from forever are there as well. Okay, so let me know if that was helpful. Let me see if there's any other questions before I go on to tip number 3. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Thank you for the gifts. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Okay, anybody else has any questions? Feel free to drop them in the comments. But I didn't see any other ones. Okay, so tip number 3, make sure you choose a platform that you are comfortable with and a platform that you want to learn and a platform that you want to grow. Okay, one thing I want to tell you, whether you are a business owner or an influencer or you just want to create content, you need to pick one main platform and grow. You cannot be authentic and be in control if you're trying to post on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, Threads, LinkedIn. You cannot be everywhere all the time, especially if you are a team of 1. There's even people with big teams who don't post on every platform. Again, when we go back to decide who you are, decide where you want to be, decide where your ideal clients are, and be in that space. So what do I mean by that? Build your audience and build your platform on one platform and then add on another one. For example, I started my couponing YouTube channel and I started in 2018. For the first 2 years, I also had a business Instagram and a business Facebook page. I would post a video on YouTube, how to coupon at Walgreens. I would go to Instagram and post the same thing on Facebook. I just posted a video on YouTube, how to coupon at Walgreens. Go watch it now at my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Okay? That's not the actual YouTube. You get what I'm saying? That's all I posted. So I basically just reposted what I put on YouTube. I didn't even post the link. I didn't even post the video. I told them to go over there. On Facebook, I would post the link and the YouTube video will pop up. So when they clicked the link, it took them directly to YouTube. Am I making sense? If you are a business owner and you're not making a minimum of $3,000 per month, you need to be focused on one platform. Stop trying to post everywhere. If you post a TikTok, you remove the watermark. Go ahead. You can post it as a reel. You can post it as a YouTube short. What I don't want you to do is post TikTok, then create reels, then create YouTube shorts, then try to come up with a post for Threads. You are overwhelming yourself. If you are a business owner, your number one goal is to make sales. How are you selling if you're trying to post on every damn platform? You're not. You're so focused on the content, you're not focused on the sales. One main platform and one secondary platform. So today in 2024, but Crystal, you're live everywhere. I am, because I started with YouTube. 2 years later, TikTok paid me. They don't do this anymore. TikTok paid me a few $1,000s to post TikToks because they wanted TikTok to grow. So they paid a bunch of creators to post every day for 2 months. They paid us a few $1,000s. Okay. So that's when I started to post on TikTok. But y'all want to know what I did? You want to know my secret? I went to my YouTube channel, looked at my most popular videos, looked at my most frequently asked questions. They only wanted us to post 15 seconds. My YouTube videos are 20 to 30 minutes. I would look at a video and I was like, oh, they need this. From that one YouTube video, I'd record like 10 TikToks, 15 seconds. Then I go to another YouTube video. Oh, what's this topic? 10 videos. I had my 2 months done like it was nothing because all I had to do was say the same information I said on my YouTube channel. Okay. So in 2020, I started posting to TikTok, and I was consistently posting on TikTok probably until early 2023. Okay. I was posting actual TikTok videos, but that TikTok video, I was removing the watermark and doing what? Putting it on Instagram. Okay. I was maximizing. But at this point, my YouTube content was so consistent. My YouTube audience was built. I wasn't worrying about that. My YouTube audience was built. Okay. It was kind of sort of on autopilot. So it was okay for me to post on TikTok. But I have never sat here and posted on all my platforms at once, except when I go live. So now I think I've been doing this for about 2 years, probably a little bit longer. I go live on all of my platforms because it doesn't cost me anything extra. So I got 2 phones that I'm going live on. Instagram and TikTok say hi to each other. I have a business phone. I have a personal phone. I go live on TikTok, Instagram, both YouTube channels, and my Facebook page at the same time. This helps me to maximize my reach on all platforms without having to create content on all of those platforms. But all of my platforms are quote unquote built. The smallest platform I have is my new YouTube channel, which is my main focus. Everything else already has an audience of more than 2,000 people. My Facebook business page has 2,000. Instagram has 7,000. TikTok has 50,000. My couponing YouTube channel has 42,000. I'm not tripping off of that. I only care about that small YouTube channel that I'm growing. But if I can go live and talk to you on TikTok and talk to you on Instagram, I'm a maximizer. I'm going to maximize my reach. And my main way to show up is live. I go live like 5 times a week, because I like it, which is going to bring me to the next point, okay? So I know I ranted a little bit. I see some comments. Let me respond to them. But choose one platform and focus on that. Like, think about Keith Lee. He started on TikTok. Does he have an Instagram? Does he have a YouTube? Yes and yes. But his audience is on TikTok. The Keith Lee, the way in which he does his reviews, he built that on his one platform. And then he diversified once he grew. But you didn't see him trying to do TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. No, he wasn't doing that. He built one and moved on. Jackie Aina, she was on YouTube for 12, 15 years. Then she got Instagram. Then she got TikTok. Now she can create other places because she already had her main platform built. Okay. Leisha says, I needed you to tell me this. I think TikTok is my home. Cool, sis. If TikTok is your home, get comfy, get cozy, buckle up. Okay, buckle up, but you got to pick that one platform. Danielle says, same, pick your one platform and rock with it. Pick your one platform and rock with it. She says, yes. Okay, let me see if there's any other more comments I missed. Okay, cool. Again, the form is here. You can get on my email list. You can get the direct link to my YouTube channel, and you can get the direct link to book a free sales call if you want to work with me. And in that sales call, we chat about where you are, where you want to go, and how we can work together to get you consistently creating content that brings you cash. Okay. All right. So next tip that I have for you is, okay, you have to decide what you want to share on social media. You can be authentic and not share all your business. So I was on Threads. Okay. I want Facebook. Also, you have a Facebook business page, right? The sales call is free. The coaching isn't free. So the sales call is for us to get to know each other, for you to tell me where you are, where you want to go, and what you need help with. And then I let you know, this is how we can work together. I have a one-time strategy session, or I have 6 months of coaching, and this is how much they cost. So it's a call for you to figure out how you want to work with me. So when you book the call, you're at the point where you're like, I'm ready to invest the time. I'm ready to invest the money. I'm ready to get the help that I need. Hey, Natasha, thank you. Latasha, excuse me. Thank you so much for joining. You're at the point where you're like, I need help and I'm ready to get it. So the sales call is just for us to figure out, how can I help you? Do you need a one-time strategy session, or do we need to work 6 months together in my cash, consistency, and content coaching, right? That's what the sales call is for. So for us to get to know each other and figure that out, it is free. But if you want one-on-one coaching for me to be like, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, then that does have a cost. I was just watching one of your YouTubes and seeing that you were live. Yay! Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so decide what you want to share on social media without telling all of your business. So I was on Threads and somebody posted like, suspect wants to be a content creator, but doesn't want to, tell all their business. And I was like, it's sad that people think that when you show up on social media, you have to tell all your business. And that couldn't be further from the truth. You do not have to tell all of your business on social media. So you decide what you want to share. You decide how you want to share it. I just suggest you show up in whichever form or fashion as authentically as possible. So I tend to overshare. I am a natural oversharer. So I have told the internet some things, but there's a lot of things within my life and things within business that I keep 100% to myself. I talk about it with my biz bestie, talk about it with my sister, talk about it when I have a coach, but it's not something that I will openly share on the internet. And then if we go a step further with my clients, people who pay me, I'll be telling them a whole bunch of stuff, right? Because they are my clients. They pay me. They are behind a paywall, right? So, you decide what you want to share on social media. There are certain things I would never share publicly because people are weird and everything's not for everybody. And you don't have to share your deepest, darkest secrets on the internet unless that's what you desire. So I decided that I was going to take a cool friend approach where I'm going to share pretty much everything about my business, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I'm going to share a little bit of my life too, because people connect with you in your life. So like I shared my daughter. I once upon a time, I didn't share the person, but I once upon a time shared that I was in a relationship that I'm not anymore. I didn't hardly share that I wasn't in that relationship anymore because it ended very, very badly. But I've told bits and pieces of it. I have not told the story, and I would think I will never tell that story because it's an embarrassment to me more than it is an embarrassment to him. I was like, I'm not about to be Risa Tisa because that's not the type of content that I share. I share content around content for your business. And I feel like that's really not on par with how I want to show up. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Like, I am here to share my expertise around content, around sales. Hell, I'll share my expertise around couponing and budgeting with you. I'm not here to share all of the lifestyle. Okay? So my clients who actually got to see a lot more of my personal life, I did share some details with them because they were in the fold. Let me know if that makes sense. Give me a like if that makes sense. I was thinking I need an accountability partner. I thought about booking you. Yes, I would absolutely be available in a coaching aspect. So I do have an ongoing 6-month coaching program. We will be having an end of the year promo on my 6-month coaching. Details about that will be coming out tomorrow. But if you would like to book a sales call, Latasha, because we haven't done a sales call, right? If you would like to book, no, we haven't. If you would like to book a sales call, you can book a sales call. We can chat and you can see if you want to do a one-time session or if you want the 6-month accountability. If you're looking for accountability, the 6-month is probably going to be the best option for you. And it is going to be on promo soon. But I would highly suggest you book a sales call now. So when the cart opens, you know which option you want and you can get all of the bonuses and discounts because there's a little discount and there's a bunch of bonuses I'm going to be offering for my 6-month coaching, right? And it's very affordable. I want to say it's less than $250 a month for the promo. So if you are interested and you're truly like, I need accountability and I need support and I need coaching, I would say book your sales call so we can chat and see which package would work best for you. Decide what you want to share, but you don't have to tell everything. Sorry, I can't talk. But in that, I also suggest to show up authentically, to share your story with the details you're comfortable with sharing. You don't have to share every detail. Okay. So I'll give you an example. I'm going to try to give you the 5-minute version story of Krista Maximizer. I'm not going to share everything, but I'm going to give you the overview. Okay. So it starts with me being a kid and I always knew that I wanted to have a business. I just didn't know what that business was going to be. 2017, I started my first serious side hustle. I did it for 14 months. I was recruiting nurses. I hated it. I closed that business down. Took a week off of social media. Back then, it was just Instagram and Facebook. I deleted the apps from my phone. And I was like, Jesus, if money was no option, what should I do? He was like, couponing. And I was like, you're funny because I can't make money teaching people how to coupon. A couple more days later, Jesus, if money was no option, what should I do? He's like, couponing. I'm like, ha, 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 ha. I'm not going to make any money teaching people how to coupon. Stop telling me that. Then Sunday came, me and Kinsley were going to go couponing, and I said, fine, I'll just record videos and put it on YouTube. I know people make money from YouTube. I have no idea how it works. I have no idea how to record, edit, upload. I have no idea how to do YouTube. But I took my iPhone 6, my work phone, and I was like, I'm going to just record us. My first videos are terrible. If you want a good laugh, go to the Krista Maximizer YouTube channel. Go to oldest videos and watch those first 3 videos. They are god awful, okay? My first 6 months of videos were god awful in my opinion. Knowing what I know now, those videos were terrible, right? I started the YouTube channel. I didn't know what I was doing. I just recorded videos and uploaded it. There was not a thumbnail. There was not a title. There was not a description box. It was a hot mess. Every single week I learned and I got better. Every single week people were watching me. Started that YouTube channel in August. I told my sister, I just want to get to 1,000 subscribers in a year and make money from YouTube. I got my first YouTube paycheck in January, the very next January. I started in August 2018. My first paycheck, $342, was in January 2019, $342. I got monetized in less than 5 months because I was posting every day. Once I got that check, I was like, I can get paid to talk on the internet about couponing. Oh, I need to quit this job. I dealt with a medical issue. Okay. Almost died, bleeding out. And my job was calling me while I'm in the ER, oh, do you have people? Do you have people who are ready to start work? And that's when I was like, I need to quit this job because I'm fearing for my life and y'all are asking me about a job. So that YouTube channel showed me the possibility. So I started saving money. I started posting more like a psychomaniac. And I started my first membership that was $5. Fast forward to my 1-year YouTube anniversary. The day I started my YouTube channel, I hit 1 million views on my channel. I go into my job. I had a really bad 6 months at work. Previous to that, I was a top recruiter, recruited the most people in the whole company for 2 years in a row. I was top cop. I was that girl. I had a really bad 6 months. Remember I told y'all I was about to die in the hospital. My mother had cancer. The winter before that, the end of 2017, my mother had cancer. So that shook me to my core, right? And then so in 2019, I'm struggling. I'm burnt out and I'm struggling in 2019 at work. I had a bad 6 months, 4 years, and I had a bad 6 months. So I go into work on my 1-year YouTube anniversary, just hit 1 million views. I'm super excited. Your girl gets fired. Okay. I look at the VP that fired me and I was like, thank you, because now I can be great. Then I bust out in tears. Everyone thought I was crying sad, but I was really crying happy because I knew that I had the time and the opportunity to do something more now. Okay. I had saved up 4 months of living expenses and they were going to pay me for another month. And I was making some money on the internet. I was making almost $2,000 a month from YouTube. I had a little membership that was $5 a month that I was making close to $1,000 a month for. I was like, I'm not getting another job. I did not go to Indeed. I did not go to Cribbard. I didn't look for a job. I was like, I'm going to double down on Krista Maximizer. If I can make this money now, I can keep on making this money because why would I not? I have not had a 9-to-5 since. I would go on to hire my first business coach. So I got fired in August. I hired my business coach in November. It cost me $6,000. I was terrified, pooped my pants. I had to pay her $1,000 a month. But my God, that $1,000 a month that I paid her has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars because I didn't know what I didn't know. Okay. So I hired her in November of 2019. What happens in March 2020? The pandemic. Everybody that I worked with got laid off. They didn't have a backup plan. They didn't have a way to make money. I did. Has this journey been easy? Absolutely not. Have I made $2,000 a month? Yes. Have I made $20,000 a month? Yes. Have I had to side hustle and supplement my income outside of my business? Absolutely. But I wouldn't trade this journey for the world. There's high highs and low lows. But to get to where I am today, I had to go through all of that. I've learned so much in the past 6 years about myself and my business just from the journey. It's never easy, but it's worth it. It's never easy, but it's worth it. That is the story of Krista Maximize. Okay. 2023, I decided that I didn't want to teach couponing anymore. I love teaching women how to start businesses. So I shifted to being a full-time business coach. And then in 2024, I said, I need to niche down. Business coaching is too big. What is my secret sauce and what do I do well? And I was like, you do content really well. You do going live really well. That is what you need to be. So I was like, F it. I'm a content business coach. I'm going to help you with being consistently creating content that brings you consistent cash. That's what I did. The brand deals, being on the news, selling my services, all came from my content. So I'm a business owner that creates content because the content creates the cash. Does this make sense? Yes or no? That is my story. It's 8:40. I did it in 7 minutes. Okay. That is how I became Krista Maximizer and became the Krista Maximizer that's in front of you right now. There's so much more I could tell you. There's so many ups and downs in between there. There's so many tears, and then there's so many joyous moments. Like I said, high highs and low lows. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. I tell this story to inspire you. Like, I got fired from a job. I was making almost $80,000 a year from that job. I got fired. I didn't make $80,000 the first 2 years of my business. Okay. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. And I feel like I am here. I know that I'm here because I authentically have showed up in my content. I have authentically showed up for my audience and for my clients. After I got fired, I did a whole live and created a whole video on how I got fired. Literally, I made a video and I did a live. And I told the whole story. Like, I go into detail, I cry, everything. You can go to my Kristen Maximizer YouTube channel, type in fired, and you can watch the video. Okay. I was authentically me and I shared my journey because a lot of people get fired from jobs and they think that their life is over. You can't. No. I wake up every day and I decide that I'm going to be positive. I wake up every day and I decide I'm going to make this money. Even if that means I have to go on Instacart. Even if that means I have to go work for my sorority sister. Even if that means while I'm waiting in the car for an order for Instacart to pop up, I'm editing videos. I'm responding to comments. I'm coaching my clients from the Starbucks. I will succeed by any means possible. It's not always going to be like this, right? It's not always going to be like this, but I'm rebuilding something that's important to me. And authentically as me, I'm okay with sharing that. Okay. So decide what you want to share and share your journey. You need a version of your story that you're comfortable with sharing of where you started and how you got to where you are today. Does that make sense? But do you see how I shared that without going into all the nitty gritty details of my life? Because life was lifing. Life was lifing. Like I told you, the mama done had cancer. I had a relationship that ended not so good. I moved back to Maryland during the pandemic. I mean, there was a lot of lifing during that. But I knew that it wasn't always going to be like that. And I knew that I had to go through all of it. But I also know that I don't have to share every nitty gritty detail for you to get the story. Okay. All right. Off of that, the next tip I have for you for showing up authentically is create content intentionally that you actually like. Don't listen to all these gurus and people telling you to post 3 to 5 times a day. If anybody is telling you to post 3 times a day, tell them to shove it and don't do it. Because then you're doing quantity over quality and you're not going to get the results that you desire. You're just throwing anything up and seeing if it sticks. Okay. You want to create intentional content. Okay. There's 2 types of content I teach my clients to create. Connection content, meaning you're connecting and engaging with your audience, sharing them the what and the why of your offer, the what and the why of your story, the what and the why of your industry, and bringing them in. I'm a content coach. I help you with your content and your sales. So I'm going to share with you tips, tricks, techniques on what? Your content and your sales. If you sell makeup products, you should be sharing content around makeup and skincare and beauty and confidence, because that's what you get when you buy makeup and skincare products. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Create intentional content that you enjoy that's going to attract the ideal audience that you desire. That's how you build your audience. That's how you find your people. You create the content that they are interested in. Who needs their problem solved by your product? Who needs their problem solved by your product? My target audience, millennial women who have a 9 to 5 who don't want to be there forever. Millennial women who have a business that they want to grow so that they can be in charge of their own time. That is my ideal audience. That is who I want to help. That is the problem. That is the problem I'm going to help them solve. I'm going to help you make more money in your business by creating consistent content. That's the problem I'm helping you solve. So I create content, meaning my lives are my content. I create content around those things to attract those women, those people to my audience. Once you're here, I'm going to use Latasha as an example. Once you're here, she's like, oh, I need that. She's my person. Everyone watching, if you've been watching me for more than 10 minutes, you're my person. You're a person that I'm looking to attract. You stayed on here for more than 10 minutes. Something is interesting you. You're interested in something that I have to say if you're still here after 10 minutes, right? So create intentional content that you enjoy. One thing I'm not about to do anything that I don't want to. So I'll give you an example. I want to post on YouTube Shorts. Okay. I want to maximize YouTube for all it's worth. But there's a barrier for shorts. Like, I don't feel like creating shorts. I love creating long form content. So what I did was I sat down, I looked at my analytics, and I said, instead of trying to post 3 long form videos per week and add in shorts, I'm going to just go live 5 times a week and post 1 YouTube video a week. I was like, oh, that feels great. Why? I like to talk. I like to yap. I love to go live. Like, if I didn't post any pre-recorded content, I'd be happy with that. But I know the way that the YouTube algorithm works. I need some pre-recorded content there to like keep the channel going, right? And based on my analytics, people are watching those videos. People are engaging with those videos. People are sharing those videos. So I need to have it. So instead of trying to do 3 videos a week like I was before, I said, screw that. We do 1 pre-recorded video per week. And the other 5 days, I'm showing up and I'm yapping. I'm talking. I'm engaging. I'm being me on live. I love doing this the most. It feels like I'm having a conversation, even though I'm the only one talking. But then these lives on my YouTube channel specifically, hey, YouTube, these lives get to stay on my channel forever. These lives get to show up as a piece of content for me. So in actuality, I'm actually doing my channel a bigger service because now I'm getting 6 pieces of content out a week, 5 live replays, and 1 YouTube video. So I, even in the past 30, 60 days, changed my content strategy. Probably in the past 90 days, I changed my content strategy. I was posting 3 times a week, then I was posting twice a week, and then I was like, you know what? From November on, we're doing once a week. I have a couple more videos for November, so there is a couple weeks where I'm doing 2, but 1 to 2 videos per week. But December and beyond, you getting 1 video a week from me and 5 lives. My goal is to do 20 lives a month. That's my goal. So I give myself like 8 or 9 days off. Well, most months have 30 days. So give myself like 10, 11 days off of live. But 20 out of 30 days of live makes me feel happy. That's 24 pieces of content going up on my channel. Almost a video a day. Okay? That makes me happy. So I am creating the content that I want. So if you love YouTube Shorts and you don't want to do long form, just do YouTube Shorts. If you want to just do Instagram Reels, only post Instagram Reels. I do not agree with only posting carousel posts, though. If you're a small business selling a product or service, you need to face to camera talking to your audience, okay? So whatever type of video content you love the most, post that, okay? This last tip is everything. Do not imitate or copy anyone else. I low-key don't even want you, this is also going to sound bad. I don't even want you to be inspired by someone else in the sense of you're inspired in the like the type of the way in which they create their content. So I want to make my content just like that. Now you can be inspired about a topic. This could be inspiring you to post more. But basically what I'm saying is I want you to set your own standard and do your own thing, your own way, independent of other people. I hate when people say they're scrolling for inspiration or they're trying to hop on what's trending. Unless you are doing like TikTok shop or like affiliates. If you are selling, I'm speaking specifically right now, you're selling your own product or services. Trending is not what's best for you. You need to set your own standard, even if that means slower growth. Because if you hop on too many trends, people may just be watching you for the trend and not for the message and the product that you're selling. I'd much rather have 300 people watching my videos and all 300 of them are business owners that need help with content and sales versus having 10,000 people watch my videos and only 25 of them are business owners who need help with content and sales. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Okay. I want you to set your own standards. Create your content in your own style. Do not copy what you see other people do in regards to the way that they speak, the way that they make their videos, how they talk about their things in their videos. I've been copied. I have. Now, I was never the couponer that was like, oh, you copied my deal. I was copied because the way in which I speak and educate, this person was speaking the same exact way that I did. No one talks like me. No one talks like me. No one puts the words together like I do. So when you're saying phrases and frameworks that I created from my brain, independent of anyone else, you are copying me. When I make a sales page and there's 3 pillars, and then you make a sales page with the same 3 pillars, you are copying me. So I want to encourage you to set your own standard and create your own way within your content. So like right now, my standard, we go live 5 times a week and we talk about content and we yap. That is my standard of creating content. I'm being real. I'm being authentic. I'm being a little ratchet. I'm going to curse a little. I'm educated, but I'm from Baltimore, so I can code switch interchangeably, and it just works for me. This is how I talk in my regular life. This is how I'm talking on the internet. Now, in my polished up YouTube videos, no, I'm not cussing, okay? Because you got to be a little different than pre-recorded. But live, if my kid is here, you're going to see my kid. If my family is here, if I'm at my family's house, like you're going to see all the things on live. And I'm okay with that because that shows you that I'm a real person and that I'm human. I was in Publix doing an Instacart order a few days ago, maybe last week. And a woman, like, she looked at me and then she did a double take and she was like, you don't know who I am, but I watched your videos. I used to live in Miami and I was a hardcore couponer. And your videos helped me so much. She's like, I've never met somebody in real life that I watch on YouTube. And she was just so happy to see me. And that moment, and every time someone recognizes me, it just reminds me, keep showing up as myself because it's helping someone else. Even when I show you the not so good stuff, showing up as myself helps someone else. And that small moment, it was like, dang, what I'm doing and the way that I'm doing it is good. It's helping people. And that's all that matters. Okay. So I've officially yapped for 50 minutes. So I want to open the floor for questions. What questions do you have about showing up on social media? If you don't have any questions, can you let me know if this was helpful? Yes or no? To move forward, I have a couple things I would love for you to do. Number 1, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Build a Business with KRYS. If you are on TikTok, fill out this form. Give me your name, give me your email, give me your phone number. I will send you an email with the direct link to my YouTube channel and the direct link to book a sales call with me. If you are like, Crystal, I need help. I want to work with you. I want you to be my coach. We can chat. I can tell you the options. And then next Sunday on November 24th, my Black Friday end of the year promotion is happening. So you'll be ready to pick your package. You'll be ready to pick how you want to work together. And there's a couple of discounts and promotions that's happening on the 24th. But you want to book your sales call now so we can talk and you can make your informed buying decision, get your coin together, and have your credit card in hand ready to buy on the 24th because there are incentives if you buy sooner versus later in the sale. Okay. Danielle said this was helpful. I'm happy to hear that. Latasha says, I can't wait till pushing that button to go live feels better. Oh, I get it. I've never been shy because I love going live. But in the beginning, it was a little bit tricky to figure out like what to say and how to say it. How often should I go live on Facebook? This was very informative. Belinda, remind me of your business again. Remind me of what your business is. And no matter the platform, live once a week as a bare minimum is good. So I would say 1 to 2 times per week, depending on what your business is. So tell me what your business is and I'll give you more. But I would say at the bare minimum, start with once per week to not overwhelm yourself. I have a bunch of videos and a bunch of live replays on how to go live, what live looks like, how to prepare to go live. So always make sure you have a topic, 3 to 5 talking points, and always have 2 to 3 questions that people usually ask about that topic that you can answer on live, just in case no one comes up with questions on the live. Okay, vitamins and herbs. Okay, yeah. So you can go live 1 to 2 times per week and talk about your vitamins and herbs. Now, pick 2 to 3 vitamins or herbs to feature for the week or the month. But for the week, focus on 2 to 3 different vitamins and herbs. Okay. When you go live, only sell those 3. Why do we need this vitamin? Why is it helpful? What is it going to help us with? How does it help us? Why this vitamin and not something else? All of that information you want to share on your live. Okay. And then let people know where they can buy it. Simple. Simple. So I would say 1 to 2 times per week. But you can't get on there and say, go buy my vitamins. That's not going to work. I want you to pick 2 to 3 specific and share all of the details. Before you say buy, you tell us why. The why is how you make the sale. Why does it work? Why does it help me? Why does it solve my problem? Why does it give me more of what I want? Why is it better than something else? When people hear all of those whys and what's in it for them, it makes them want to buy. Okay. So you can't say it's like when you go to Target. You go to Target for toothpaste, but you leave with $200 in your cart. You had a specific reason for going there. Target gives you a weekly ad. Target has thousands and thousands of things. But in the weekly ad, they highlight a few health and beauty products. They highlight a few personal care products. They highlight a few beverages. They highlight a few meats. They highlight a few children's clothing. They highlight a few shoes. So you may go for the new shirt and the cereal that's buy one, get one 50% off. But when you go into the store, you buy other things, but you had a focus. Target can't just say, go to target.com and buy. It doesn't work like that. They always give you something that you should be buying, and then you just happen to buy more. So I want you to think about that when you're going live. Focus on a specific thing. And if people go to your website and buy more, great. They go to your website and buy more. Okay. Okay, any other questions? I'm looking for one more subscriber tonight, y'all. Go subscribe to Build a Business with Chris. Just one more person to subscribe to Build a Business with Chris tonight. And it's linked in my profile in the description box on YouTube. Okay, last call for alcohol. Are there any other questions before I go? I will think about that. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, I don't see any other questions on TikTok. I don't see any questions on Instagram. Okay, thank y'all so much for joining. I'll be live again tomorrow. I'm going to get some work done before I retire to my bed. Thank y'all so much for watching. And please make sure you go subscribe. Everybody on TikTok, fill out the form. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.